right, welcome back to the Waggin Homestead. Kind of an update video here for YouTube. So kind of here we are. Let's get right into it. So far, this is how far we've made it into our chicken coop. Kind of a little slow progress, especially with dealing with a work-related injury and kind of dealing with all that. But here we are so far. Kind of not that far into it, but you can see kind of side entrance, little drain spot, and then I'm going to have the little roost bars here and there, and then I'm going to build nesting boxes in these openings, kind of the back side. Still got to finish the roof and all that fun stuff, but there's just a look so far on the chicken coop. Been a mess. And then here is Jimmy Dean, her first pot-bellied pig. We are trying to find us a female because he's an uncut male. That way we can start getting some pot-bellied piglets. Not made it any further with the dog kennel. Are you barking at me? Jimmy Dean, I'm sorry. But I have not made it any further with the dog kennel build yet, as I am unable to climb a ladder at this current time. But I have been utilizing the tractor, cleared out the trees that were back here, and then I have started working on the grading problem here, which has resulted in a pond that kind of grows right here. But that is what I've started working on. Kind of got rained out last time. The tractor was getting stuck. It's four-wheel drive, but it's not that big of a tractor, and it's kind of got turf tires. But have started working on that. The next thing working on is, now that the ducks have gotten bigger, going to be kind of increasing this. So that's going to be the next thing I'm working on as time moves on. The ducks kind of free range out of here, but I am going to be chopping it here and building it up and then making it wider and then putting an actual door on it. So still going to utilize the pallets, but pretty much going to make it taller with a roof and then a better door than kind of this thing here. The ducks definitely are ready for a new enclosure, but someone is... The ducks are always looking for an enclosure, but their livestock guardian is never far behind. So here's how our one raised flower bed is going. We were definitely very late to planting everything, but our tomatoes are coming in. Our peppers are growing-ish. And then my nasturtium flower. And then our cucumbers are growing up. I think we do have one cucumber in here. Yep, one cucumber so far. Very late to the party. Here's our beefsteaks. They're growing well. I think we finally got our first tomato. Here, got our sunflowers coming up. Got a good little head growing on this one. I've been working on raking all this out, as I'm going to build a second raised bed right here. Oh my Lord, we need to clean up. That's the worst part about an in-progress homestead, is everything is a mess. Our grape is growing well. It's attaching good. This will be the first year we've had it actually grow. Last year it didn't grow at all, and this one has kind of stopped growing. Looks like it's trying to shoot up multiple shoots. But this one's definitely doing a lot better, but it is a more mature plant. So hopefully this means next year we'll get fruit that will come up this. And Mrs. Homestead wants to show you some rabbits.
Excuse me, friends.
But they're a little grown quick. We got, I think, Tater and Butterball.
Yeah, good job.
But here's the wood. I kind of picked it up today to finish the second raised bed, and then in the storage building I have the stuff I need to do the greenhouse, which I meant to build forever ago, but as I said earlier, complications with an injury and kind of everything's slow moving. But I've got everything kind of pushed back so I can build the raised bed here and then put the dirt into the raised bed. That way I can get all these wonderful plants I'm about to show you on the porch in the ground, because they are stunted from being in the little pots. They really need to get in the ground so it'll help them grow. But Pepper's going to be at the library Saturday the 20th. 27th, Saturday the 27th, so 2 days from now. So she can do a meet and greet for this young lady's children's book she wrote. It's all about Pepper. Hi, Pepper. Oh, you want your belly rubbing? Here's our meat rabbit. I think this one is Jasper, yep, because he does not like to be touched. This one's Clover. She does not like being petted. This one's Clover. She loves being petted. And this one's Jasper. He is the on-guard superhero. Oh, he's gonna let me touch him. Normally he runs. And then our energetic, crazy guy, Senior Patches. And then here's Mama and her little babies. She had 4. 1 did not make it through birth. 1 has ended up with Judy. So she has 2 out of the 3. Judith over here, Judy, gave birth to 6. But she takes care of 7. Because one of Annie's, pardon me, made it through this crack before we sealed it off and joined this family over here. As you can see right here is Annie's other baby. This is Penny. As you can tell, she is not like any of the other ones because she migrated. But Judy is a great foster mom, so she doesn't care. All right, so now we're going to go take a look on the porch at everything I've been growing that just needs to go in the ground. I do like utilizing containers. I'm a big container grower, so I do have some plants that are in containers that are going to stay in containers just because I do like to grow some tomatoes and peppers and stuff in containers because I like the way they grow in them. So here is my addiction of flowers, which I need to rehome a bunch. And then all these tomatoes in trays, which I need to get rid of because they're mostly dead. I have this $1 plant, which somehow I brought back to life. I don't even know what it is. It was $1 clearance at Walmart. I love my nasturtiums. And then I love my container plants. So these are my sweet peppers. It's growing really well. Started it really late, but it is growing well. It's just a sweet pepper variety. And then I got 2 habanero plants, which is, this one broke in half, but you can see it shot up new shoots here and here to grow. And this one's got plenty of plant. Pepper is about to grow on it. And then my late bloom beefsteaks. These are beefsteaks. These are the Golden Jubilees, which I started late again, as always. And these are the roughest looking cherry tomatoes I've ever seen. They are not wanting to grow. But then my other 1,000 plants behind. Because I have a problem with wanting to grow everything. But here we are. Then also today, I created a gate because Pepper has been sneaking onto the porch and eating my random plants. So this was something I put together today, very quick and kind of impromptu. And it works pretty well for all oud wood. So kind of blends in a little bit. Thank you for joining us here at the Waggin Homestead. Today was kind of just a look at everything we've been doing from a little bit it's kind of a mess. Like I said, with an injury, everything's been kind of But all the videos I have recorded now, I'm probably going to kind of put them all in one montage just so I can get them uploaded and then kind of hopefully get into a better recording from this point forward. In the next episode of Waggin Homestead, we have to pick up after Pepper. She has decided that she likes to chew on trash. So our deterrent is to give her giant sticks to chew on. Maybe she will leave the trash alone. But we have got her on a strict training regimen so that she will stop chewing on trash. Oh, she's so sad. She knows we're talking about her. She said, "Oh, I didn't mean to." But we've got about a good hour's worth of trash to pick up. But as you can tell, our grass is finally starting to grow besides the places where I've dug with a tractor trying to create a place for the water to flow, because every time it rains, this entire area all the way across turns into a giant river. Duckies! Oh, we need to fill their pole up. Their pole's getting low on water. Thanks for joining us here at the Waggin Homestead. Hit that like button and tell the rabbits that you love them. I don't know if you can see them.
No, they're pretty dark.
All right, see you next time.